This is a holy theory. So basically, we have to use our sovereign rights, and pick based on our actions whether we want permanent salvation or the world we're at now. Do we cooperate with the cleaning and deplete to zero, go extinct, so we can transition to goodness, to permanent salvation, a world that is said to be no suffering, no debts, no uncertainties, no sin, no evil, no transgression, nothing but goodness and peace. And if there's any such thing, prosperity for all, that's if it's even a factor in that world. I don't think it is. In a new heaven, new earth, or permanent salvation. I call it permanent salvation. I'm gonna say new heaven and earth, but I understand some people believe, the canon doctrines, and so it's new heaven, new earth. But you got to cooperate. I want you to exercise your free will to choose your salvation. You don't want to force his way on you because it's not true. It's not true salvation if you forced to come with him. So Christ led the way. He buried his cross for the sins of all, for the sins of creation, which is creation, the original sin, clean up the mess of the Father, of the creation. So now it's up to us to also bear that cross and be curse breakers as well, like Christ, because he was the curse breaker. We have to continue to be that curse breaker until the cycle of creation is severed or to be stopped, so we can transition to new heaven, new earth, the permanent salvation. But until then, if we keep procreating, it's like we're telling God, like, we would prefer the world we in, preserving the sin and the evil and good. But remember that you'll be cleansed once you're gone from here. Wages of sin is death. So once everybody go extinct and be cleansed, you think you'll need life, the sin and the evil, but you won't anyways. So that's why you go extinct, so you can have a new body, new heaven, new earth, new everything, new permanent salvation under a flourishing system that is beneficial for everyone, not just the few. So that's what Christ is trying to get us to understand, why we should be like him, why he led the example like that, why he didn't leave any of his offsprings on the earth as he transcended back to heaven, to show that we're capable of being incorruptible again and immortal. They say heavenly, earthly, heavenly, incorruptible, corruptible, incorruptible. So a transition is for us to be permanently saved, forever saved. And all this takes is just going extinct. Because if we go extinct, everything else goes extinct. the evil, the sin, which is weren't the natural or original states anyway. It was just goodness. So we helping God by our own sovereign right to just transition and to clean up the mess of creation by going extinct. So we can transition to permanent salvation. Simple.